Breaks and only, no supports, Ferrum Stadium, let's go! Hello, welcome back to the Jukem cinematic universe, where today we're going to be talking about Pokken stages. Now, Pokken stages aren't as aesthetic like they would be in some other fighting games. Now, you may be wondering, hey, but Jukem, I do play in tournament, and a lot of the stages look exactly the same, like, size-wise and stuff. Well, that's because Pokken has its own, like, final destination where everything is the size of Ferrum Stadium, but in fact, everything is very different. Even these two, which are the same diameter, they have different starting positions, which is what the little middle line is for. So 11 meters, you start farther apart from one another. Now, this can play a huge difference in tournament play. So obviously, a stage where you start farther apart, or honestly, just are farther apart, like 200 meters away, you would give a great advantage for zoners. And smaller stages would be an advantage to people who want to get in a lot closer, like grapplers like Machamp. This is Mystery Carnival. Not only is it Pokken's biggest stage, but you also start very far apart from one another. So if a Chandelure, which is funnily enough, like, kind of the stage, it's like, I guess it would just be kind of its stage if Pokken characters had stages. It's super far, beams so far that it doesn't even phase shift from that far away, so you could even do stuff like this. But the main point is, Chandelure has a big advantage against someone like Machamp. This also affects Duel Phase, because clearly it's a much longer phase. Now, sometimes you can do cool, weird stuff like this where the phase will be shorter depending on the angle, but generally it's still going to be much longer than it would have been for other stages. Longer range supports on these type of stages will also do a lot better, just because, you know, they're projectiles. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, if that is the case, why don't we just use a stage select feature like there is in the training mode? Thing is, for both online and offline, we don't have a stage select. It's either 3 variations of it being Ferrum only, which is what we only had in Pokkén Wii U, which means we had a terrible time hearing the exact same song over and over again. But the second option is what they added into DX, which is Ferrum Stadium sizes for all the other stages, as I previously mentioned. It's the final destination type thing that they have in Smash. The third option is it's just all random, minus 2 stages, but we'll get into that. Now, random is kind of not good for competitive play because it brings up too much luck. So as you can see, they vary a lot, and some of them are even oval. That can be very awkward sometimes, because one will be smaller and then the other will be bigger. And starting positions also factor in a lot. Like this one's 17 meters, while this one's 9 meters, but they're the exact same size otherwise. So these can play a big factor, very slight amounts. If you're playing Machamp and Chandelure, like very noble matchup, and you get Mystery Carnival here, you're gonna have a terrible time. If you pick something like, I think Reggie Ruins? Actually, I'm checking right here. The most the stage will go down is actually 18 meters, where the only time it's like 12 meters if it's an oval, but even then you start from like top to bottom and not side to side. So that can be very difficult for Machamp anyway, so you want to hope to get something like this. And also, if you see those tiny synergy nuggets on the ground, those also vary. On the Tournament Legal Ferrum, you'll see that it just goes in straight up in the middle, and there's only around 4 of them. Sometimes there will be a big one, but in this case, it's in the middle where everyone can get it up for grabs. Whoever gets there first gets it. Now, other stages can be very different. Stage like this, you can see it being all over the place, and this can make it very awkward for certain characters, but for other characters, they can be quick enough to go far away, run away, probably against someone like also Machamp or other rushdown characters, and then get the synergy themselves and then take advantage. Zoners also would be able to get these farther away ones, while rushdown characters or grapplers would be able to get the ones near the middle. And then there's awkward things like this that not many people know about. So on Tellertown, at least for example, you can find that, you know, they'll spawn in normally. I think on this stage they go in the middle. Like, yeah, they do it like that. But also, did you know, if you call a support here, they also come in, spawn in right away. Did you see how much faster? And there's the big synergy nugget. That's a lie. But yeah, that's very obscure and kind of weird, not gonna lie. And then also, as an example, here's how much these like big ones can give if you get them all. That's a good amount, and that's on a character with 200 CC, which is on the slower side of the cast. Characters who has like 100 would be able to get a lot. If Pokken were to have a stage select in theoretical Pokken 2, I think that would be a good idea to do. I think they should streamline all the synergy stuff, so have them be in the middle like Ferrum would be, but also have us be able to choose it and give us some sort of stage striking system. At least I want to try it out because I feel like it could be interesting as some sort of counter pick, but I know a Pokken has other factors too, besides just stages and characters and supports and even cheer skills to some extent. But yeah, it's just very much a shame that they put so much effort into all these big stages that we just never make use of because they didn't make it normal stage select. They just made it random, or just made it all Ferrum Stadium sizes, which I do like too. That's the alternative. If they were to bring that back again and we decide not that we didn't like the stage striking system, theoretical one, I think having Final Destination ones is still fine because it makes everything consistent at the very least. It might just be a cool idea in concept and not really in practice, but hey, live and learn. even the tiniest distance can be a big advantage. And actually, speaking of those oval-sized stages, let me show you how weird they can be too when you do a phase shift. This stage is so awkward because it's like, wait, I didn't even know it started off with a big synergy. No, wait, this is a bigger one too. Whoa, I think that's bigger than normal. I did not know that this stage in particular was just like, hey, why don't we just spawn one in the middle right away? Have fun, fast characters. Going back into the original thing I want to talk about. That's so funny that it just does that. But in awkward positions like this, where you're at like an angle, you have situations like this. Actually, wait, no, this is fine. More so when you're talking about like this, I think. As you can see, we're in this tiny little corner. And we are literally at the edges of both of the walls right here. That is kind of how awkward ovals can be. I'm not sure if ovals would be okay in a stage select system. I mean, who knows? I do think in ranked, it's fine a little bit, even though it makes it inconsistent to do. But it could be a lot of fun to try out from time to time. So yeah, I guess I learned something new about the timings too, are different between stages and not just the stupid Teller Town support calls. Now, because I'm talking to myself about a stage pick system and a theoretical Pokken 2, I think it'd be good to start out in Ferrum Stadium and then only branch off to the other stages afterward. Falls Volcano, why are you 15 meters apart? That's just as much as Mystery Carnival, but you're oval, you're so weird! Why are you so weird? Even with all the theoretical ideas I have, even with the random function, there are 2 stages in this game that aren't ever picked unless you have the Ferrum Stadium only. And that's because they're absolutely busted. Dark Colosseum and the final Dark Colosseum. These stages take the synergy stuff to a whole new extreme. I thought it'd be fitting to have these 2 here. So, on this stage, you hear that noise? Oh, would you look at that? That is a thing. Oh man, so much synergy for Mewtwo. Oh, wait, I didn't even know on the finishing part it just maximizes it. Okay, so yeah, this is an extra large synergy nugget? Pillar more like it, but yes, you can see Mewtwo, the character who needs the most synergy in the entire game at 400 CC, compared to Shadow Mewtwo, has gotten his burst quicker. And in these situations, it can just cause characters who take a long time because their burst mode is very devastating, like also Gengar, to just go into it right away, round 1, and then just be like, you better die. So that's already the biggest part. And these 2 stages are different sizes as well, despite being literally the same area. I guess it does take a while for it to appear, but it also appears or starts to appear right away from round start. So this allows people to just stall. As you can see here with Shadow Mewtwo as well. His is going way up right away. So he can even do this while it's still in it. And then like, I don't even think it matters at all at that point, but like, it'd be funny just seeing it. In fact, if you're already in burst mode and it's about to end, I'm pretty sure this would help heal you. Let me test that real quick. Yeah, you could just keep going over and over again if you just keep winning phases. Because it appears right away after our phase shift as well. That's so funny, actually. Would you like to be infinite Shadow Mewtwo burst? Yeah, that sounds fitting, actually, for the story of the game. It's very absurd. And now let me show the other one just for some visual, like, interest. Actually, I forgot. It's mainly just the first Dark Colosseum. This one has no synergy nuggets, actually, which is pretty cool, honestly. I think that's a pretty cool concept if you're only barely off from burst, and it's just like, no, you gotta work towards it, not just wait for the synergy nuggets on the floor. But yeah, the first one is definitely the main reason for why, if we were to have this, we'd probably have to ban Dark Colosseum anyway. Or like I said, just have it streamlined. I know this is a final boss stage, so they probably would want it to be something special, but in this case, we would not want that at all, because I don't want to fight Mega Gengar 24/7 if he just keeps winning phases and then just continuously gets the pillar. This is neutral. This is neutral. Be afraid. Hey, fellow Gengar, what if we kissed in Dark Colosseum's giant synergy pillar? Wait, you got it, not me? Oh, wow. So even it just takes priority? Is it random? I'm literally labbing stages right now in the middle of a video. I can't believe this. It just keeps giving me the port priority? Is there port priority in Pokken in my fighting game? Port priority in Pokkén Tournament? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Wait, no, this is too consistent to be. No, wait, what if I push him a little bit to the off? Please tell him. No, please. I need it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Why is he still getting it? Why? You know what? This goes for a good outro for the video. Honestly, screw the stage select idea. These stages busted, and now you know why. And wow, that's so stupid. But yes, hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a lot about how the stages work, especially the support thing on Teller Town. I still can't get over that, but it's very fun, different timings. It's probably more cool in casual play, or if you want to try doing it on ranked. Even ranked doesn't do the stage. So, you know what? Have a good day, y'all. See you guys next time for another Pokken video. Shut up.